All
There we
right,
go.
here we go. This is Living for the Moment, brought to you by Add More Funds on Twitter at Add More Funds. I'm Ray at Casey Mo Buckeye on Twitter. Bagman in the streets here with Matt. Matt
What's up?
Houchins. What's going on, man?
Yep. Not much. My brackets went to shit as soon as Iowa lost. So
We both found
I
out
had
how
them
strong
beating
oral
Gonzaga.
is, didn't we? Both got a good case of oral.
Well, all right. So for those of you that are just now tuning in, what we're going to do is we're going to start right away with the Twitter giveaway. And so let me go ahead and get something pulled up here. We'll start with that, and then I'm going to post the form that you'll fill out for the live stream moment giveaways that we'll do later, and then we'll hop into some new tools that we did for the Top Shot stuff with challenges and badges, and talk about how you can use those. And of course, the retweet picker is down for maintenance.
So that's all right. We got a boatload of stuff today, right? So try not to get this thing sideways, get it stuck. But yeah, handful of giveaways. We've got new tools, new features for the tool out. We got Eric and I talked about it early on in Top Shot, how Top Shot time moves like 300 times faster than regular Earth human time. So, it feels like there's been, 10 years worth of updates since we last streamed, a week ago. So we've had a bear market, a bull market. I think we're back in a bear market. But really what we've got, as far as the tools go, are probably some of my favorite features so far, with the sum total column and the challenge badges. So pretty exciting.
Yes, and we'll get into that. I found an alternative application that I'm going to use for this. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we will pick. All right. So I've added the retweet picker. I have the wrong background on there. So let's see. I've never used this one, so we're going to draw the winner. I've added the tweet link that you guys had to retweet. There's one winner. We're going to draw it live on stream. Log into your account first. So let's just log in with Twitter. Enter license key. Why? What? Okay.
No.
I don't know what's going on. Why does the retweet picker have to be down today?
It's a money grab.
I guess we'll have to wait until the end of the show and try and figure this out. But in the meantime, I'm going to put a link to the Google form to enter your information for the moment giveaways that we'll do here. And then Ray, do you want to pull up your screen and showcase some of the new stuff that we've been looking at?
Let's do it.
All right.
You can see all my crazy alerts.
Oh, look at all those notifications.
Yeah, it's pretty. So, some new features here, right? So we got challenges, all the active challenges listed up here top, fully sortable or selectable. You can see they all have this green badge already applied to them. Everything pulls in, anything you have an alert for stays live and active. That's good news. My favorite new feature is the sum total of the selected moments showing up here at the top. You can see right now to complete Cool Catch Challenge number 3, all in is going to cost you $600. Really cool feature.
Yeah, that was
really cool.
I was gonna say that was like 625 last night when I was playing with it. So it looks like it's come down a little bit. And some of the stuff we're playing with is like shortening the challenges and also the badges, shortening them so they fit on one line. So that way someone with multiple badges or multiple things doesn't make your table grid ridiculously tall. Especially with the tags, as well as we're also looking at creating a completely separate page for challenges that will allow you to export and see how many people have completed the challenge, how close people are to the challenges, all that kind of stuff. But that's coming soon. We did not want to delay this. And something else that we did was like the challenge and badge feature and the sum total. All that's completely free. Some of our features have the supporter capability only, but this is a free filter system. So you can filter by badges, you can filter by challenges, completely free, as well as see that sum total up at the top.
And another thing that the dev team figured out how to do that I think other people are going to probably be a little bit slower on is when it comes to the badges, the 3-star rookie, we're able to find a way to pull that in separate from having to select all 3 rookie badges, right? So we can pull in just the 3-star rookies with one selection and see all of those right here, right?
Yeah, that was something that Chris, who our developer is, he put that in late last night for us because we realized it wasn't easy to filter that out, because right now when you select these check boxes, they act as or statements. So it's like, does it have this or that or the, so it's not an and statement for that. Now, if you apply a tag with these, that's an and statement of this badge and a tag. So you can do a lot of cool stuff with custom tags, which is a supporter feature. And you can subscribe to that for $9.95 a month if you do it while you're within your trial, or use promo code WELCOME, which works for the first time for an account. You can get $5 off your first month. Test it out. But all new accounts, if you're just watching this and you are not a user on Add More Funds, when you sign up, you get that 3-day supporter trial. So all premium features come 100% with that trial, and it lets you test those features and see if it's something you even want to pay for. But we do give a majority of our stuff away for free, but we're that freemium model where we like to tack on some additional features inside, such as dark mode. You can see dark mode on Ray. That's a supporter feature. Alerts and tags are supporter features, but a good chunk of this is still free. So I guess, what do you want to dive into here first, Ray? Like, what do we want to look at?
So right here, just pulling up a use case for the new features, right? So we've got rookie badges. I got all rookie badges selected. And then I was also able to filter in my hold tags, right? So now I have a clean, digestible view of all of the rookies that I'm holding that have badges. I got a sum total of the lowest ask. I know the low ask market cap and how many listings there are out there for those. So it's a nice customizable way to view your collection, and you can set your tags any way that you want, right? So these are items I'm looking to hold. If I had items I was maybe looking to flip, I doubt I'm looking to flip any rookies, but maybe a Halliburton if it falls to a point where I want to buy it, that might be something I want to flip, and I've got a good dashboard for that right here. I think makes the customization makes the tools really powerful.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing, like, I don't have as many tags or alerts right now because I'm really like laser focused, tunnel vision on the Luca Master Challenge. So like the only thing I need, like, I've already completed the the Cool Cats 3 challenge. So I'm hanging on to that for the who is it? Who's the reward? I can't remember. I think it's Jokic. Jokic. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at names.
Name people.
You'll learn that very quickly if you tune in. But so like I've already completed that. I think there's going to be one more Cool Cats drop. I think they talked about doing one more Cool Cats drop, I believe, before the Master Challenge is complete. Who knows what that Master Challenge is going to entail? And it might. That's why I've been holding off on buying the Luka Cool Cat, because like if they're gonna like say I need to own a Cosmic or something, it's like, okay, well, I'm out. I don't know that I'm gonna pull that up. So speaking of challenges, Kevin says, well, you have expected challenges on the list. So right now our challenges are specifically pulled from Top Shot. Like we look at Top Shot's challenge list. So if they don't have it, right now we don't have it in our system to speculate or create a speculated or a rumored challenge. So something we can look into, but right now it's not a feature.
Traditionally, that's dangerous, right? Because rumor and speculation is just that. But I think lately the rumors have been getting pretty good. With this Cool Cats Challenge number 3, the common moments were they were available, days before. So I think as that information gets better and more clear and more understandably accurate, I think that's probably a feature that we can figure out a way to address in the future for sure.
Yeah, especially as we build out the challenge page on there. You pulled the trigger on your Luka Cool Cat, right?
I did.
Like you went ahead and bought that, right?
Yeah. So I mentioned it in the intro, right? We had a bear market. What I thought was a steep bear market, so I pulled the trigger on it. And I think after I pulled the trigger on it, it halved. I can't figure out why you didn't pull the trigger. It was down around $1,600 or $1,500 at one point.
I know. I was on vacation when that happened, I think, and I just missed the window. I saw the alerts going off because I had an alert set up for if it hit under 2, I was going to purchase it, and I was just in the mountains, no reception. I tried to join the Cool Cat drop up there. So Uncle Todd asked, how has your guys' luck been for packs? I don't even want to talk about it. I think Roham thinks I've like slept with his wife or something. I don't know, but I've went 0 for 8 on these limited audience where they limit the queues and it's not first come first serve. So it's been a frustrating situation. I hope they do something where they can like reward people who join the queues and haven't got something, or give them that opportunity to get packs. But I don't. You haven't had much luck either once the queue system started, right?
Now the last pack I got was the pre-purchase pack. So I used up all my luck with that first rare pack, the $1,000 pack. But
was there even a queue for that, or was it first come first serve? I don't remember.
No, it was a queue, but it got messed up and everybody got frozen out, and I was just one of the lucky ones that kept my browser open, essentially. So
I think the last pack I won was the first Cool Cat, or not the first, maybe it was the second Cool Cats pack drop. I got that one, then I haven't got any since then. Luckily our developer was able to he got one of the Rising Star packs the other week. He has no interest in keeping this, so I paid him for the funds to purchase it just so we could open a pack on the site. But I think we pulled a pretty good pack last week. It was we had a Zion for the Rising Star for the All-Star game, but also had an Anthony Davis, Giannis. I'm not even going to attempt to say the last name, but it was a decent pack for sure. And we'll probably give away some moments from that on the form. So I saw earlier somebody was having trouble. You might have to type in the bit.ly link directly just because of how YouTube handles links and chats. But hopefully you can click this link. You only have to fill it out once for all the giveaways we'll do throughout the show. Probably do one at the 30-minute mark, and then we'll also end the show with a couple as well. But yeah, so let's see here. What do we want to dive into, Ray? Like, what do we want to look at?
So what's your favorite new feature?
So I really like the lowest ask, like plotting multiple things. So like, for example, if you just look at the Cool Cats challenge, you could look at just the Cool Cats challenge, select all, and hit the lowest ask button above the grid. I'm sorry, like above the grid there, and chart. Like you can export them too, but I really like the ability to like chart. Oh, you have to select them first. Like just hit the top checkbox to select them all, and then hit lowest ask chart. And so this is like one of the cooler features that I really enjoy, is because you can see like you can see it takes a minute because it's a lot of data. And some of the stuff we've done, you clicked off. Some of the stuff we've done with this chart is similar to some of the stuff you've seen with pricing over time, but we've also implemented a feature where you can change your interval from daily or hourly. We're going to add other intervals like 4 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour in there as well. And you can also change the data point. So instead of the open, you can look at the close, the high, the low. You know, you can use that information. You can use that information as you go through and look at this, and you can kind of see. You start to see some separation here, and those top guys are probably the Cool Cats, the actual Cool Cat moments versus just these base set moments at the bottom. And you can see those. You can see a peak there. When you start to get more than 5 on here, it can get a little bit tough, especially when there's separation of pricing of the moments. So that's where you can play with it and uncheck stuff, and it's like really cool to go through and look and see the different pricing. Are you unchecking all the base sets and seeing what just the Cool Cats? Yeah. So this might help. This shows a little bit more separation here because we're not looking at the same price point. So we can see they started peaking up and they've kind of flattened out here, with the top one being, is that RJ Barrett, the teal colored line at the top? Yeah. So he peaked up there, and then it definitely flattened out a little bit and has come back down. But it's just, that's one of the newer features that I really like to use.
That functionality is, I mean, that's some of the best stuff that you're going to get anywhere. So really cool tools, really exciting stuff. Go to light mode, huh? I can work that out for people.
I was actually on Plunge's Twitch stream last night and was giving him shit for using light mode, but I guess some people like the ability. Yeah, he's messing with you, but it is a little bit easier to read the charts for sure.
Let's see it. I'm a man.
So this is where, even instead of doing this, Ray, like another thing that you could do here is, because you can still filter. So like if you do the set name, like if you click the set name drop down, you can then just click Cool Cats, and then it's automatically filtered just to that. So like you can do multiple filters on this grid to really narrow down. And that's a new thing that Andy 8052 asked for on the site, was the ability to select multiple sets instead of just filtering by one. So yeah, I mean, this makes it a little bit easier to read for, I guess, old eyes like Plunge. But I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens if these moments hold their value even after the challenge is done. It looks like the effect of challenges is kind of wearing off on some of these moments. Like people are realizing like, hey, it's not worth paying a premium to complete a challenge because, and so like, I think we're starting to see it level out. And I think it's an interesting landscape. We're starting to see the market get more efficient, more mature, and people not, buying based on emotion. But David asked, any work to make more friendly on mobile? That is something we continually try to do. And it's kind of like the cart before the horse type thing, because the majority of our users are on desktop. But not cart before the horse, chicken or the egg, because it's like, are they on desktop because the user experience is better on desktop, or are they on desktop because it's just easier to use this information on? And so like we have to weigh those things. But mobile friendliness is definitely something we continually work on. And as we see more mobile users on the site, that's something that we're trying to work through for sure.
This last feature push, I did almost probably all of my testing on mobile for the last feature push. So you'll notice like the banners for the badges and the tags are now a little bit more visually appealing on mobile. They span across the entirety of the screen. So there are some continuous improvement activities going on as far as mobile goes. Even the scroll feature has improved a little bit on the mobile. So for sure, use Twitter, use Slack, use all the communication means you can to get that feedback. There's a features request button on the website, so submit that stuff, and we can certainly see that.
Listen, David, I don't think you should quit looking at your Top Shot charts in bed. That's a great pillow talk moment where you can, have you seen the moment, bro, like meme going around where the guy's like whispering in the ear and it's like everyone's using it to say how they're talking about moments and Top Shot. But
I was 14,000th in line for the last Cool Cats drop.
Hey, I don't think I've mentioned, I know it's been on the screen, but if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We're trying to build out this content, and you subscribing to the channel and liking and joining our streams help us guide the show in a direction for future shows and future content. And right now all our shows have been Top Shot focused. MLB starts next week, so we started as an MLB tool platform. We have lots of tools for MLB, DFS, and sports betting and things like that. So you'll probably be seeing a mixture of content. We understand right now most of our users are here for the Top Shot stuff, so we're catering to that, but we can't abandon our base of what got us here. And so you'll start seeing more DFS content as MLB picks up, and even NFL in the future. We also have NBA tools for Wowie, rotations, all that good stuff. And Peter, yes, we have Sonia, we have WNBA tools. Like we have WNBA Wowie, so you can use the same tools that we have for NBA, we have for WNBA. So you can look at rotations. We don't have minute projections for WNBA. That's just not a focus of ours, but we do have the tool sets for you to look at some of the stuff. So we have not left off the wonderful WNBA. Got to represent. Great question. I know I said at the 30-minute mark, but how do we feel about, we have 60 people right now in the sheet for a giveaway. How do we feel about giving some of our early watchers a moment here?
Let's do it.
I guess maybe we should figure out what moment we want to give away. Should I give away one of my favorites?
The Isaiah Roby?
The Isaiah Roby. I think we'll do an Isaiah Roby here in the beginning. I'll probably, if you want to, let's go back to the dual screen while I get this up. Let me. You
gonna show the people the Isaiah Roby moment again?
I think I need to show them, don't you?
How many times did you watch? How many times did you watch this on vacation?
I mean, I probably watch it at least 5 times a night before I go to bed.
It's a good moment.
It's a really awesome first Top Shot. I think it's like it's obviously got the Top Shot debut. I wish it was a rookie moment because it would be that much sweeter if it was, but unfortunately it's not. So I'm gonna post the link one more time in the chat. If you have not filled out the form, please go do so. Because we are going to pull the name in just a second. Fill out here, and we'll do a few of these moments. So like if you don't win this one, don't worry, you're entered for the next ones automatically. And just want to reward those who have joined the first little bit. But yes, let's where do I share? Sorry, I'm trying to find the tab.
Will thinks that being a subscriber helps his chances of winning. He's also from Nebraska.
I will say being a subscriber does not increase your chances, but we are going to do some, we've done some cool stuff for subscribers and supporters in the past. And so I think that's definitely going to be something we do some subscriber only type stuff, and maybe for more premium moments that have higher values, even though I am a firm believer that this moment should have extreme value. But all right, how do I
do I need to stop my screen? Probably. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Oh man.
Oh boy.
That's how do you not love this moment?
Now Vooch had to move.
Oh man, broken ankles and a nice dunk to end it. All right, so let's.
Vooch had to change his address.
Yeah, that was definitely a nasty one. So all right, we have 72 people now. I need to go through and make sure you guys did not duplicate this real quick. Remove duplicates. I don't know why you guys do this.
Trying to game the system.
3 duplicates.
They're getting their bots out for the giveaway.
Yeah, come on, guys. No bots for this.
See, these are the things that Roham's dealing with. These are the things that Roham's dealing with on a daily basis. Fraudsters and flippers.
I do not want to deal with that. So, all right, we'll go ahead and let it rip here. Trying to find the wheel of names, share, add it to the stream. All right, so good luck, everyone. We got, looks like 74 total entries. Somebody put their email in there. I don't know how that's, all right. A few emails in here. Somebody put their actual channel URL. We'll have to figure that out. I don't want to publicize too much of this. So let me, come on, guys. Let's get it together. All right. So without further ado, let's do this. Tap to spin. Here we go.
Josh is eligible as long as you filled out the form, bub. It's not
David.
gonna matter because
all right, David. Good luck. Ouch on the ankles. Well, you get the ankle breaker in your moment. We'll send that over. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and run this one more time. We're going to do 2 back-to-back, 2 Robies, because I've got like 15 of them. So let's remove David and spin again. Jason Grant.
Ooh.
All right. So Jason Grant and David Spencer. I'm going to make a note of those so I don't forget you guys. And we will we'll make sure to get those over to you at the end of the show. So David and Jason. All right. Man, that Roby moment just gets me going in the morning.
Is that one you watch in bed quite often?
That's instead of looking at Top Shot charts, I put that on, and the wife just
Dark mode.
it gets her going too.
You gotta watch that one in dark mode. So,
all right. Let's see here. What do we want to look at? Do we just want to?
So tell me why you didn't buy the Luca.
I told you I was up in the mountains in Georgia, and I had the alerts going, but like literally there are parts when we went to see some waterfalls, and there was a good 45 minutes where we had no service, no signal. It's like, well, I'm glad that I at least had it in the. So here's what happened on one of them. We went to this thing called the Swinging Bridge in Blue Ridge, Georgia, where it's got like a suspension swinging bridge. Very, very cool, very pretty. You drive up like 2.5 miles up a dirt road, up a mountain, and then you have to walk like half a mile to get there. And so there's no service whatsoever. We have it in the GPS to go to the next waterfall, and it says to turn right. And then we like had to do a U-turn. And I told my wife, I was like, no, that's not right. Like we need to turn left. And she's like, I don't believe you. And I was like, the GPS said go this way. I'm like, but then it had us turning around and going on this route. And so like I said, cancel that. Bad idea. Because once we canceled it, we did not have cell signal to reinitiate a map. So we're sitting there just like, I'm like, well, I know this road will get us back to town. So I'm just going to follow this road back. In worst case scenario, we missed the waterfall. But luckily we got to an area like about 30 minutes later that had service. And I was like, oh, what do you know? The waterfall is 10 minutes away from here.
Just picturing that Office episode where he's blindly following the GPS and he drives it right into a pond because it says to turn right. So Jason's asking if he needs to claim. Shouldn't need to claim anything, Jason. We'll
no, as long as you gave us your Top Shot name in there. I believe as long as your name. As long as you entered your Top Shot username, we should be good to go. Which it looks like everybody did that properly, but the YouTube username threw people for a loop, I guess. Maybe we stop asking for YouTube username and just Top Shot username.
It's probably the pertinent information. Drewby20 is asking about the Twitter giveaway. Waiting for the retweet picker to come back online. So stay tuned. As long as you retweeted the tweet, we'll get that pulled out here sometime in the next half hour or so.
So we're hopefully we can get this back up, but it's down for maintenance. Please check back later. But as soon as that's available, we'll do it. All these other ones ask for like a license, so I need to do some more research and figure out if there's a free one.
Is it in beta?
It's on the Flow engine. So no, we'll do that in a little bit. So can you guys go over how you did the Andy View charts? I don't know what the Andy View means. What I meant with the Andy View, and Ray, do you want to pull back up your screen?
Here we go.
All right. So basically, so clear out the challenges real quick, like uncheck that. All right. So right now you have Cool Cat selected. So like it on the set name, this used to be a type where you could type one thing to filter. Now what you can do is you can come in here and you can check multiple things. So like if you want to look at rising stars as well as run it back, now you're able to do that instead of just one or the other. And that was his request because he wanted to compare multiple sets. And we thought it was a good idea. You know, sometimes an idea just makes sense and it's simple enough that we just run through it. And so, you know, we don't need it to be a ticket. We don't need, you know, a user story for it because we understand the concept of it. What are you showing here?
I just pulled up the chart for all of them. came up a lot quicker than I
Who's
thought.
up at the top?
That is Hero. Golly, every time.
Is it?
Yep. 489.
No, because that price says 4,000. It's got to be somebody else. That's LaMelo. That's LaMelo. So LaMelo, like if you uncheck LaMelo, the prices start to get a little closer. So that's something to keep in mind. The scale is going to be built based on the moments you select in there. Somebody asked about you guys should add a snipe thing like live token. I actually was looking at live token and I really like some of the stuff they're doing. And I tweeted this the other day from the Add More Funds account, that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. And it is. We all copy from each other. And when we see a good idea, it makes sense to add it. So I think they do a lot of cool stuff. So in the future, some of the stuff we're doing is creating a sales grid, being able to similarly, get alerted when moments hit a certain price. We're also looking at being able to get an alert when a user purchases or sells a moment or lists a moment. And so we have some cool ideas on ways to do that. We're also trying to be respectful of the Top Shot site and how we capture our data, and not necessarily be the reason for some of the issues that they're having with the maintenance and stuff like that. So we're trying to be respectful at the same time of doing that. So I'm not 100% sure, their method for doing quote unquote real time. So we'll look into it, but I do think there's some cool features on Live Token. We'll get there. We're focused on things that other sites aren't doing first, because there's a ton of resources. We want to become that resource where you can do everything you need on one site, but we want to focus on things other people aren't doing, such as lowest ask history. We are capturing that. As far as I know, we're one of the few sites that have been capturing it since like early February. So we have the longest running history of that, because that's not necessarily something that you can easily go back in time and capture without diving into the blockchain and looking at all the listings and doing all that stuff. So we're focused on building tools around, the unique features that we have. And then we're going to go back and add all these other features as time allows.
And that's a good point. I mean, so Add More Funds is largely community based, definitely focused on getting out to supporters and users, even the free users, functionality that they can't get anywhere else, for uses that you won't find anywhere else. So really the tools speak for themselves. So
yeah, and that's one of the things that we've tried to focus on, not just in Top Shot, but our philosophy in general has been, how do we build something that provides a unique value to the community that's not somewhere else? And that's kind of our philosophy behind our tools, is what can we do to give our users an edge, whether it be DFS, sports betting, Top Shot, those types of things. So we focus our efforts there. And then the stuff that exists elsewhere, we come back and we build those types of things. And so that's where, you'll see, like, over time, we'll come back and we'll add in, the account evaluation stuff. We want to take a different approach to that. I don't want to just take lowest ask and multiply that on your moments. And I know, I think it's Moment Ranks does it by serial and all that, but that's not even a good efficient system to do it. So we're really trying to think through how we can provide the most accurate form based on, we have all the sales data, we have all the listing data. How can we combine that to give you a true, and even our market cap is based on lowest ask, but that's not necessarily an efficient market cap either. It's the easiest because we know the lowest ask, we know the circulation. We're looking to add, like, how many are still in packs, like all that kind of detail. So and factor that into some evaluations. But we'll get to those tools. We're going through the stuff that no one has first, and then we're going to figure out how to add back on. Because right now, like, as we continue to add to this grid, it becomes like Frankenstein, where it's like, we have a million things attached to this grid, but challenges in a separate grid with some of the data makes sense. A sales grid that allows you to filter down and see, a user's account history, since it is all public. I think those are the things that we're looking into. So like RAM, this is a cool idea.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this is a cool idea. If you add an indicator, if a moment is at an all-time or a new month low high, I think that is a good idea and something we could probably do easily, just to indicate. And I think that would also help, with an icon next to the lowest ask of, if we put like a fire icon, it could mean like it's the highest it's been within the last X days. If we put a snowflake icon, it could be the lowest it's been in X amount of days.
Yep.
So thank you for that idea. To make sure we don't forget that, if you click, Casey, if you click your username,
yep,
you'll see a link for feedback. That takes you to where you can add a suggestion and vote up other features. So please submit that so we don't forget about it. Because if it's not in there, it can easily slip through the cracks unless it's something we're actively working on.
Yeah, and we mentioned it, and it's fairly obvious. Top Shot is kind of moving at the speed of light, and we're trying to keep up pace with that, right? So we're constantly working on new features and functionality, and items like that where you're going to have to pull in a lot of data. Those are some pretty complex problems that we're trying to solve in the back end. So definitely have to keep working at stuff like that. I think, right now, I don't know if it's a secret or not, but trying to work on some serial number data to pull into the tools. And it's just such a massive amount of data to pull in that we're working every day to try to solve that problem. And I think this one will probably be a similar topic, but I think every day we get a little bit closer.
Yeah, and so David was asking how you gift. So the way you gift in Top Shot is if you go to your profile in Moments, like on NBA Top Shot, you go to your Moments, you're viewing a moment. When you pull up that moment from your profile, it gives you the ability to, like you click into it, it says place for sale, send as gift. So that's how you do it. You go to the actual moment that you own. Are you pulling it up right now?
Yeah, if Roham will let me. He probably doesn't like, I don't want to show you all my activity.
Click your profile. Purchase. Look at those diamond hands, right?
Oh, for sure. I haven't completed a sale in weeks. Roham's slow today.
Yeah, it could be because of the stream. Like,
yeah.
I've noticed sometimes like websites load slow when I'm also trying to stream video. So
yeah. So,
but anyways, David, you click into a moment. There's some for sale. Look at those paper hands showing.
These are way out of the league, right? So there's no way that NERC is going to sell for 55.
Just a low serial? So you were trying to get a premium on it?
No. So I set those up as the challenge was announced. The commons were announced for that challenge, and those two just didn't sell. So they're still there. Now those moments are back down to earth with the rest of the bear market.
So here, when you're viewing your moment, yeah.
So that's how you gift. So it'll come up.
Just enter the Top Shot username, and it shows up there. So Mike mentioned, I'm a little mad I overpaid for him though. I think he was talking about Cole Anthony, but I think this is a good topic, right? Like trying to time the market is impossible in almost any market, right? Like sometimes you'll get it, sometimes you won't. But like trying to time the peak and buy at the low, like it's really tough to do that in any kind of market. And all you can do is just make the best educated decision. If you're looking at this as a collector, then it doesn't really matter as much for you in terms of like what you bought it at, because you're buying it because you want to keep the moment. Now, if you're buying this to flip it, then yes, that makes a little bit more swing in there. But like, what is that? I'm trying to see this. So like the low was 20 and now it's up to around 40, but like the high was like, it looks like the highest it's ever been was 60.
Right.
So I guess it just depends.
So that's low ask history too. Let's look at the sales history.
Yeah.
And a lot of
sales. You know what? I want you to pull up, once we get done with this moment, I want to pull up the Luca Cool Cat and see how many Osmo has gone on a binge and bought. Alex over at Osmo has been on a buying spree of that Luca moment. Oh, here you're starting to say, look at this. This is interesting. So like typically you see the separation with the first serial bucket, which is the top 10%. But it looks like with these 35,000 serials, you actually even start seeing some separation with the second bucket range, which I believe is like the 11 to 30%.
Yeah. Very, very interesting dynamic with the larger mint size.
And something important to note on here is we automatically remove outliers. We have logic that removes outliers. And if you click this, you'll see why. Because like there's some outliers here that you'll probably see for like really, really low serials, or those random things that you're not supposed to do where you trade a moment or you like sell a moment, but like you list a moment that somebody wouldn't buy at a price and they buy that, and then you give them, they get that moment and something else. So you see that quite a bit, which is not something you should be doing. But the reason we remove outliers is because this chart becomes pretty useless. It makes it look like everything's relatively the same, where here you start seeing a lot more separation. And then we also have the buyer or seller filter, so you can like put a username in there and see. I don't know if you could try Osmo. I don't know if he bought any of that, but
let's do Luca Cool Cats.
While you're looking this up, Strad, future idea, add email notification when a player hits certain price. So that is something I already have the template ready. It's just a matter of syncing it up for a transactional email to do that. So that will that should be done in the near future. So scroll down because it says the total number of transactions.
48.
So he has 48 Luca moments that he's bought. Well, I guess that's buyer or seller. I don't think he sold any. But he definitely bought that dip under 2,000. Yeah. So hit apply on that. I'm pretty sure it's 100% bought.
Yeah, it's all bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like, Aaron, it looks like he has 53. Now, it's possible he earned a challenge or was gifted some that don't show up in this transaction. But he definitely has at least 48. Now, these are like for actual transactions. So it's 100% possible. Now, Ray, can you click on those other buckets down there? Do those turn on? Yeah. Yep. So you can start, like, if you turn all these on, like you can see like his shine out, but like one of the things you can do is you can hover over the Osmo on the bottom right once you have the filter. And so something that we're going to work on is like dimming out the other moments so you can still see them in the background, but also see the trends. But you can see he didn't really purchase anything. Oh, you know what? Click remove outliers, right? Because I think he paid for the number 1 and 2.
Yeah, the number 2.
Yeah, there's that number 1. So it goes up to 49 because it just shows the total transactions that are within the view. And that's why we remove outliers, because, this makes it look like Luka's been relatively flat when there's actually been a decent amount of fluctuation within there.
For sure. Neat functionality, especially in relation to the challenges there. I keep typing your name into that box and not seeing it, and it disappoints me a little bit more every time I do it.
I have I think I have right around like 800 Dapper bucks. And so I think what I'm going to do now is try to get it up closer to 2,000 Dapper bucks by selling some moments that I don't plan on keeping long term. And if it hits that 2,000 mark, I think I'm just going to pull the trigger.
There you go. Yeah.
I hope that they don't roll out some random ass challenge for the Master Challenge at the end where you have to own like MGLEs and hollows and cosmics, because that would really suck.
I don't think they're going to go that route. I think they've been pretty open about, I think it's going to end up being 30 moments. So I think if you read through the Cool Cats blogs, there is probably 1 or 2 moments that are kind of up in the air, but I don't think it'll be anything crazy. They want it to be accessible.
Obviously, Anthony Davis was a gifted moment, like Luka was, or a gifted reward. The Luka was a reward, which I wish I would have jumped on sooner, but I wasn't heavy into the challenge until after. I overpaid for quite a bit of my Cool Cats. Like there were some that I paid 400 bucks for that I wish I would have waited. But again, no one really, we thought, this was to the moon and just going to continue mooning. So maybe at some point it gets back there, like closer to the end of the challenge when people are scrambling. But I don't think the value is going to be on those like Cool Cats that have 10 to 15,000, because there's going to be a ton out there. The value is going to be on like the Anthony Davises, the Lukas. I want to say the last time Greg does like a bunch of challenge completed. He didn't do it this morning, but I want to say he did it. He did it and it was like 750 are currently completed, I think was the last time I saw him tweet it. Maybe that's accurate, but like if there's only gonna be like 1,000 LaMelo Master Challenge, like I think that's gonna help the value, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm in a dark place with the Cool Cats Challenge right now. I want to complete it, but the way that the market has been so dynamic, it's hard for me to put a real estimate on the valuation for that Melo. And then he got hurt, broken wrist, I think. So you don't know, and that, I guess that's part of the fun of it, right? You're trying to solve this complex puzzle in real time, what seems like real time anyway. But yeah, I'm struggling with what the value of this Melo is going to be, right? So in the beginning, I thought I had a really good idea, and it was a really high valuation in my mind. And now lately, I'm questioning that considerably. If you look at, there's.
Do you think it'll be higher than Luka?
That's what I'm struggling with. I thought it was going to be like double Luka, at one point, and now I'm like, I don't know. If you look at, actually, we can use the tool to show this. There's now this is probably dangerous because I'm stepping inside of my brain in real time, right? But we can talk through this. There's a Melo out there that's a relatively small mint size. What do I have selected that I shouldn't? Cool Cats. It's always the user, never the tool.
A nice little disclaimer.
Yeah, so there's a 4,000 mint size that's 2,200 right now, 2,299. This is presumably going to be 3,000 mint size, so somewhere in between these two.
You think 3,000 are going to complete it? It's only at 751 right now.
Well, there's 300 or 3,060 some Lukas out there, unique owners, right? 3,000.
Right.
I think it was 3,080 yesterday. It's constantly going down, but right now the Cool Cats 3 challenge costs $600. If you are a unique owner of a Luca, there's no reason not to complete that challenge, right? Unless you don't think that this LaMelo is going to be worth more than the sum of all the challenges.
Yeah, I think the question becomes like purchasing all the moments that are required for the challenge. Like at this point, is it going to be, let's just assume an average outside of the LaMelo at $100. If it requires 20 Cool Cat moments at $100, 2,000, and you already have the Luca and you don't care about the other moments, you just want the LaMelo, do you just hope that it's less than $2,000? But I feel like it's going to be higher than the LaMelo current moments that out there. Like one of the LaMelo moments is so like lame. It's like an assist. Like it's just not even like a cool moment.
So you are attributing the quality of the moment or the price as a function of the quality of the moment.
I am, but I think that's more of a long-term look.
Right.
I don't we see that come into play right now. But like some of these like the LaMelo assist that's going for 2,300 right now, it's just because the amount of moments that exist is like 4,000, right? So like, and I overpaid for that. Like I have that one, and then I overpaid for it way back. And so like I'm in the red on that one. And that was before I started looking at like, okay. And that's one of the reasons, like, I hate to go back to it because it feels like I'm beating a dead horse, but the Roby moment to me speaks to me because it's a really sick moment. It's his Top Shot debut. And I am now like looking at it like, is this a cool enough moment for me to own long-term? Because I think that comes into play at some point, because at some point, like, people are going to be like, well, that's stupid. Like, that's just a basic pass. And, cool, he did that. And so it's like, why is that a big deal? Like, well, maybe if it's his Top Shot debut, his rookie debut, and it's got the 3-star badge, maybe that plays a factor into it. But yeah, I also think they missed the mark on this 3-star badge.
See, that there's a lot of talk about that. And I think that's just overblown. I think it's an icon. Right. So it's to me, there's no functionality for the badges. So whether it's got, and I forget if it was Plunge or if it was somebody else said that, he wants it to be excessive. And
yeah, I think it was
that's going to
matter.
That.
I don't know that it's going to matter, but it'll matter. Like, perception is key, right? And so if they're a 3-star rookie badge, that 3-star rookie badge looks less impressive than somebody who has like 2 with the Top Shot debut almost.
I think you have to press I believe that these badges individually mean something pretty hard.
What I want? I want a game winner badge.
Game winner, obviously, like rookie of the year is going to be pretty big. I think that'll probably be a good badge, but if you relate it to cards, yeah, you want to know that it's a rookie card for sure. But does it matter if it's his first Top Shot moment?
Dan makes a good point. It was his first assist in the NBA, which is probably why they turned it into a moment. So like, I could understand that, like, first assist. I do think like imagine a game winner badge, like, whether it's like, NBA Jam style with like the hoop is on, like the ball's on fire going through the hoop or something like that as an icon. And then imagine those game winner moments in like finals or playoffs where they met, like the Kawhi Leonard game winner that essentially, they missed that shot. Who knows who wins the championship that year, right? Like, He makes that shot, like that moment right there with a game winner like with the game winner Kawhi Leonard, like that would have been an epic moment to have on Top Shot. And maybe they'll do it with the run it back. I don't know, but
yeah. And people are asking in the chat, are they doing these challenges? We don't know that. We're talking about, or not challenges, badges. We're just talking about things that are likely and make sense. But my big fear with the badges is that they don't overdo it, right? So not everything should have a badge. Not every moment should have some identifier from a badge. We should, in my opinion, we should keep it simple and keep it meaningful. That way, over the long term, which I think is really what we're talking about. If we're talking about badges adding value, is over a very long term hold process. So
Yeah, because right now, like, what's it, like 60% of moments have a badge right now, which the majority of them are the Top Shot debut, which makes sense because there's only like 13, right around 1,300 moments. So like a lot of those are going to be the first time they, had a moment. But Ram is asking best 3-star rookie to buy. So you want to pull up, you want to filter this to just the 3 stars.
Yes, let's do it.
You should be able to hit reset to clear that, by the way.
I have my own methods, Matthew.
Okay. Just throwing out some ideas.
All right. So 3-star rookie.
And while you're pulling that up, I put the link, last call to enter. We're going to do some giveaways. We're right at the hour mark, so we'll probably be wrapping this up here shortly. We don't have like a time thing. We just kind of go until, we run out of stuff to talk about, but we're trying to do this weekly. And, maybe when new features come out, if we're rolling them out, we'll do different shows during the week. But last call to enter. Then we'll do some giveaways and wrap up the show and see if the Heroku tweet picker is working again. But go ahead, Ray.
So for the low price of $45,000, you can own a hollow RJ Barrett. That'd be a nice one to buy if you had to scratch. But I don't really know how. Let's chart them and see.
You might need to take off that. You might need to take off that RJ.
Yeah. Let's assume that no one that's
you're probably gonna have to take off
all the RJs.
All the RJs. Like, so RJ Barrett is atop the 3-star rookie. I guess that's interesting. So how can all 3 of his moments be the rookie premier? Like, how do they classify that?
It's the same moment. It's in 3 different sets. It's in the base set. It's his rookie debut, and it's the hollow.
So it's the same. It's the same play in 3 different sets. That's something else that's interesting. That, like, I wonder if that over the long term will decrease the value when you can get that moment. Is that like the same with cardboard, where you see the same picture of a player, but it's like autographed versus not autographed, or with like a piece of the jersey and not with the piece of the jersey? So, like, does the set name and like the amount of circulation, will that dictate, a lot of those challenges? So, like, let's see if any are on the uptick over like a 1 month time frame, because on the one day they all look downward trending. It looks like that purple one there. That looks like the Halliburton. So the Halliburton has separated himself from the pack a little bit.
Let's see.
Yeah. But that's the 1 day, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't the right one that I was looking at.
No, I think you're right. I think it came back up over the last week.
Yeah. So,
and that's.
But it looks like currently it's on a downward. It's on a downward trend right now, so it might be a good opportunity to buy if you think the rebound stays there.
Yeah, I think this bump is probably on the LaMelo injury, right? So now Halliburton is a good candidate for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Somebody was mentioning earlier that he's not ruled out for the season yet, but it'll be Rookie of the Year, MVP, like those types of badges, like if those badges come out, or if players, like how that impacts the valuation. Strad says Halliburton Rookie of the Year if Kings make playoffs, and Wolves have worst record in the league, basically. But
yeah, I'm not an NBA expert, but I know the LaMelo injury news is causing some stir. Do I think the Bowl number 499 is worth the price it's at? What is the price?
Say what? Oh, the Bowl.
Yeah. Let's see. The 499 Bowl is at $400. I don't know. What do you think? Have you even seen the Bowl moment?
No. Take me to it.
Let's do it.
Click one of those listings. Are they all the same? No. Some are dunks.
I'm sharing a Chrome tab.
Oh. Ram. So the way to graph multiple moments is to select with the tag. You select the moment you want to see. And then there's that lowest dash drop down above the grid. You click that, and then you're able to either export the data or look at it in a chart. But I'm gonna get the next giveaway ready.
I'm gonna break down this.
Somebody said not applicable for a YouTube username, which isn't possible. But I guess you do you. Pull up some stuff while I get this ready.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. I think you gotta allow it probably, or you gotta stop sharing yours.
There we go.
There you go. So, I mean, Bowl, basic 3-pointer here. It's an MGLE, which probably lends to it holding its value a little bit. Small mint size. I personally wouldn't pay $400 for it, but I don't know that's necessarily a bad thing. Let's see what else we got in comments here. He says his username is probably not applicable. It's like when you change your Zoom username to reconnecting so you can get out of a meeting.
I think people caught on to that at this point.
I'm trying to turn myself into a cat, but I can't do it.
Oh man, that video of the lawyer was absolutely hilarious.
I'm not a cat. I'm a real person. Well, Joshua just learned about us. Welcome, buddy. You're a friend of the show now. Is your retweet picker working?
No, it's not. What giveaway are we gonna do here? Did you have one you want to give away, or should I continue through my moments?
No, I've got a NERC that's part of the Cool Cats challenge that we can throw up.
You want to show it? You want to navigate to it, and I'll put it back on the screen.
We'll have to find one. I have a bunch of them, so serial number not guaranteed, but
we'll go ahead and we'll wrap up the show here with a couple giveaways. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe to us. We look forward to doing these shows. Neither one of us really benefit anything other than just getting to talk to each other. So we enjoy that. But
yeah, we don't talk enough.
All right. So we got the Nurkic moment here. Is this one you have listed for sale? You're going to pull it down and give it away?
That's what the disclaimer was, serial number not determined which one you'll get, but it's not in the marketplace because I actually want to sell it. I wanted to sell it a week ago.
Gotcha. All right. So Nurkic going to a home. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Looks like we have 95 entries.
Let's go.
Where did how come,
Your logo's gone?
yeah, where did that go?
Well, this is dangerous. You're gonna show your gallery to the people?
No, they don't see the gallery. Smarter than that. Oh, customize the wheel color. I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't mean for that to happen, but all right, here we go. Nurkic moment.
Grant.
Wait.
Hopefully.
Hold on. One moment, please. Okay, that is somebody different than Jason Grant. All right, just want to verify that.
All right. Hopefully Grant was capable enough to put his Top Shot name in the form.
It does appear. Yes, that's how I validated it was somebody different. So we have David Spencer, Jason Grant, and then Grant, who is somebody different. All right, so we have one more giveaway for this, and then we'll have to figure out how we give away the Twitter one. That may come later once that becomes available. I apologize. Unfortunately, that is outside of the control that we have here. So let's see what. Let me look through my moments here and see what I have that might be of interest to folks, because we are at 50 likes, which is pretty good. I like that. So I'm gonna make this one something interesting. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, can't give away my cool cat moments.
No, can't do that.
Let's see here. How do we feel? I'm trying to make sure I don't give away something that's needed for the challenge as well. So if I say something that's for the challenge, the current challenge, that's obviously going to be retracted.
I will be your buddy in that case. I'll tip
Why
you
don't we
off.
why don't we do a Donovan Mitchell? Why don't we
Might
do
have
a
to get in
Donovan
now.
Mitchell, the gift?
That's
It's a
nice.
little special one.
There you go.
So that's the one that they did the gift pack for certain folks. I was actually able to get that one. This is the one I got in the pack. So
what are you going to do for the Twitter giveaway?
it's a good question. I don't know. Maybe another gift one.
I'm about to say there was a lot more interaction with the tweet than 50 likes on the stream. So
yeah, 163 retweets. So I think I have a good one for the Twitter. Let me see here. Let's see. Let's do something fancy for the Twitter. Because are we at 5,000 followers yet? We're close.
It was close. 4,800.
Yeah. How about this for the Twitter? We do the trying to figure out what one makes sense. How about we do the a Steph Curry assist?
Wow.
15,000 for the Twitter.
I'll be right back. I got to go retweet that.
All right. So for this one, we are doing the Donovan Mitchell, the gift. It's an assist as well. Lowest ask right now, $89. So we'll go ahead and spin the wheel for that for this winner. Good luck, everyone. thanks for tuning in. Let's see who's the lucky winner. Chef Lizette. Congratulations, Chef Lizette. You get yourself a Donovan Mitchell gift. And then as soon as the Twitter, the retweet picker is up, we will run that sometime today. Again, thank you guys for tuning in and hearing Ray and myself talk for the past hour and 15 minutes. Our Twitter handles are, on the video. You can give us a follow. Oh, look at that. That was a good point. Like, I feel like I would, yep, see, messed it up. That was good coordination.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow Add More Funds. We look forward to doing these shows regularly. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can always stop in our free Slack. If you're not a user of the website, definitely sign up. Get yourself that free trial. Check it out. If you want to support us, use promo code welcome. There's links in the description of this video that you can click to sign up and for free, get your trial. And then you can support us if you feel like we do a good job, which we think we do. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And until next time.
Take it easy.